Good morning, Talent Squad, and welcome to another VGC 2017 Team Builder Live featuring actual content and not overdramatic reactions to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, guys. So, with that being said, we have a Torkoal Lilligant team over here, as you can see, and I think this team is pretty damn solid, and I really think Torkoal Lilligant is a little, I think it's really good and puts in a lot of work, for sure. And I feel like I should be doing better than what it is, because I have a pretty high win rate with this team in my stream and whatnot. And I think it's really good. So, with that being said, let me explain to you why I think it's really good. So, first off, the first weapon we got is this Lilligant right here. This thing is going to be Modest Nature. And of course, guys, all the exact EVs and IVs in the description down below. I believe this thing has a little bit of a different EV spread, then instead of max HP and speed, max special attack speed, nope, I lied. It is max special attack, max speed, Modest Nature, because of the Chlorophyll boost. You don't need no speed investment, because your speed goes to 282, and that speeds all the Scarfers and Pokemon you want to outspeed, so that is that. Moveset: Protect, After You, Sleep Powder, and Leaf Storm. Protect is obvious. After You, to make Torkoal erupt on things. Sleep Powder, to put those Garchomps and things to sleep that resist Torkoal's Eruption. Or those Pokemon that are a pain in the ass to sleep as well. Watch out for Kartana though, because Kartana is immune to Sleep Powder, as well as Mandibuzz. I see this mistake a lot, guys. Do not Sleep Powder on Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz has Overcoat, immune to weather and powders. Sleep Powder. Powder. Don't try to Sleep Powder Mandibuzz. And then, of course, a Leaf Storm for big damage on things like Garchomp, Fini, Water Pokemon in general, Ground Pokemon, and Pokemon that are neutral to Grass type. Solid freaking move right there. Yes, you go down 2 stages special attack, but what is that you got there? You got a Grassium Z. What does Grassium Z do? Guaranteed OHKO on Chomp, most Finis, most Milotics, Pokemon that are pretty specially frail that aren't resisting grass. And it's just huge damage overall. Special attack stat is 177. That's not bad for a little grass baby like this, alright? You got pretty good special attack. It's gonna hurt. It's a 140 base move. Grassium Z is probably like, what, 190 I think it goes to for 140? Don't entirely know for sure, guys. But do know that Grassium Z is huge. Gives you those OHKOs on things like Garchomp and whatnot, which is actually really good because Garchomp scares Torkoal, and Lilligant has the answer for your Torkoal defense right there, my friends. Other moves you want to run in this thing? Nothing. Lilligant is perfect the way it is right now. If you really want to get zesty and drop After You for Hidden Power Fire, go ahead, man. You kill that Kartana with Lilligant instead of Torkoal. You do that, my friends. You kill that Kartana. Alright. Next up is Tapu Fini over here. We got a relaxed Tapu Fini. I'm a big fan of Calm Mind Fini in the Trick Room. So that's indeed what we have right now, my friends. If you hear a little bit of a fan noise in the background, I do want to apologize because it's just the heater in the house or whatever the freaking thing over here going on to heat the water. So I don't know. Either way, I do apologize for that. But we have Protect, Calm Mind, Moonblast, Scald, Max HP, 140 Defense, 116 Special Attack, I believe, Lefties, and this mine is just good in the Trick Room matchup if my opponent gets Trick Room up. Porygon2 can't do jack to Finis 9 times out of 10, even with T-Bolt. Return, though, you do gotta watch out for the people that like run return like me. Watch out for that, but you just come on in Trick Room's phase and just sit there and get like +2 off and eventually just kill everything. So that is Tapu Fini's job right there. Of course, your Relaxed Nature make your speed that much slower, and then yeah, your water type that we need to kill those Arcanines, fire Pokemon, even against a little bit of a Garchomp, and whatever else water Pokemon are good against in the meta. Fini Salamon, and that is our Fini right there. Nothing crazy. Use this Fini plenty of times. You guys know the deal about this Fini in Trick Room. That is that. Then we have our Quiet Sepulili, not Psychium Z. We have Life Orb, because you don't want the Psychium Z to interfere with Lilligant's Z move. And that makes Lilligant that much more better because you get 2 attacks off basically before the drop instead of just 1. So, Tapu Lily has Protect, T-Bow for those Celesteelas, Moonblast for big damage and stab, and Psychic for big damage and stab as well, obviously in the terrain. Quiet Nature, so we are nice and slow in the terrain, in the Trick Room. Life Orb to make our moves that much stronger because we don't want to be running the Psychium Z to get in between the, like I said with the Lilligant, with the Lilligant right there. T-Bow is my coverage of choice. That move can be Taunt. That move can be D-Gleam. That move can be, I was thinking about Calm Mind as well, yeah, but, like we talked about it on my stream, guys, Calm Mind on Lele isn't really that good, because you're already pretty decently bulky. Not as bulky as Fini, but you already hit so damn hard. There's really no need to boost special attack. Man, you're still OHKOing things with Psychium Z, or at least stuff from Psychic, really well, so outside of Snorlax. Psychium Z does kill Snorlax, but I don't think Life Orb Psychic does in the terrain. Depending on the Snorlax EVs, it depends, but I'm pretty sure you don't kill it. And then you just trigger its berry, and then you gotta do it all again. But, Tapu Lele over here, pretty solid mod. Protect T-Bolt, like I said, Moonblast Psychic. If you don't like T-Bolt, cover those Celesteelas, Gyarados, and other water Pokemon like that, or flying Pokemon like that. Go for Taunt. Go for a nice little coverage of choice. Maybe a Hidden Power Fire, Hidden Power Ice, I don't know. The choice is yours. But I think this is a pretty standard, nice, solid set for Tapu Lele, especially with the Quad Nature in Trick Room, and that is that, my friends. Next up, we have our Tapu Killer, our bulky over here. We got the Gluttony, Figy Berry Muk. I'm a big fan of Curse Muk. Protect, Curse, knock off, Poison Jab. Pretty standard Muk, I'd say, 9 times out of 10. This is what Muks mostly are. But I do like Curse over things like Imprison or Shadow Stick. I was a big supporter of Shadow Stick at the beginning of the meta when Muk was still like the meta was still relatively young. People were still feeling things out and whatnot, trying to get a grip and a feel for this meta. I did like Shadow Stick for those Sash Kartanas and Sash Pokemon in general. But as time went on, Curse picked up traction. Not only Muk, but things like Alolan Golem, in my opinion, for people that run that, Gigalith, and things like that. So we do have Curse, and notice our speed is not a negative IV, a 0 IV speed. It is a 71 speed. Why is that? Well, if Trick Room ain't up, we want to knock off those Marowaks and get a Curse off before Trick Room goes up against my opponent. So, for example, I have Porygon and Muk on the field. Trick Room is not up yet. I go for Trick Room and Curse as my opponent tries to focus down the Porygon2 with a Tapu Lele, whatever it may be. They basically want to double team that Porygon slot most of the time, knowing Muk with its Figy Berry is not going to die this turn. They focus on that Porygon2 slot. I get Trick 'em off. I go Curse. My speed drops. My attack and defense go up. And now I'm pretty damn slow. And I'm going to get that big damage off in the Trick Room against my opponent's team. Those +1 knockoffs and poison jabs are really, really, really going to hurt my opponent. Knockoff goes off, knocks off the items, kills Marowaks, really hurts Celesteela, gets rid of the lefties, knocks off Arcanine's berry, knocks off opposing Muk's berries, but you got to watch out to get your berry knocked off from other Muks as well. And then, yeah, it's basically, this is a pretty standard Muk, man. Muk is solid, Muk is great, phenomenal mon, only weak to EQ, and that's it. So who goes well against EQ? We got Lilligant take EQs pretty well, Porygon2, and Tapu Fini as well, my friends. Even Lele a little bit. So our team is pretty, sorry, pretty covered well for EQ with some Muk. And then Muk just kills Booloos and just destroys Pokemon in general. Gotta watch it for Hariyama. Hariyama also OHKOs Muk with Flame Orb. If you do a little bit of damage to me, and then if a close combat goes off, Muk will die. But we have answers for the Hariyama with Tapu Lele and Fini as well. So that is that, my friends. Porygon2, same old Porygon2 that I love running. Trick Room, Recover, Ice Beam, Return. Nothing crazy here. I don't like T-Bolt at all on Porygon2 because if you're versus on a Combine Fini, it is useless. I feel like T-Bolt is only good against Celesteela and Gyarados. And it's only good against Celesteela when the terrain, electric terrain, is up from opposing Coco and whatnot. So, and you're at +1. So I'm not a big fan of T-Bolt at all. You can run T-Bolt. Would I recommend it? I like Return a lot better. That's just me. Return basically does a lot of damage to Combine Fini. 2 shots Coco at +1. Hurts Fini, like I said, really badly. 2 shots Lele at +1. And yeah, it's really good, man. I like it a lot. And then, of course, the man of the hour. We got Torkoal, our boy Tonka over here with the Charcoal as he had to protect Eruption, Solar Beam, and Heat Wave. Solar Beam is there for those low HP to mid HP Finis, those Gastrodons, and those Milotics that kind of want to come in every now and then. You get the Sun Up guarantee because your Drought ability. You Solar Beam those Pokemon and try to resist Eruption, but at the same time, those Milotics, Milotics, Finis, Gastrodons, they want to switch in against you, don't like your partner Lilligant. So Lilligant and Torkoal cover each other very, very, very well. And anything that will cause a problem like a Snorlax or a bulky-ass Muk or something you could put to sleep, hopefully in the sleep pattern, put it to sleep. But Torkoal and Lilligant are 2 peas in a friggin' pod, and these mons are incredible in tandem, in my opinion. So, if you're not going to take damage this turn, you go for Eruption. If you are going to take damage, you go for Heat Wave and hope you hit it. But most of the time, you try to go Eruption. Even things that resist Eruption in the sand, plus, in the sun, plus a Charcoal boost. Eruption's gonna do about half to almost everything. Even mons that do resist it, like Garchomp, take about half. Muk-Alola probably won't. Fini probably won't. But they're gonna take out like a third. Either way, you have Solar Beam as backup, and if you have full HP, just go Eruption. It's always safe to Eruption. It's always safe to Eruption. Nothing wants to take Eruption in the sun, at neutral. Even some Pokemon that resist it don't even want to take it once. So they bring it in, you get Eruption off, great. You hurt them pretty badly. You could probably finish them off with Lilligant or another Eruption, most likely. Or a Heat Wave up against whoever wants to come in against you. But that is it, team, my friends. We got the Lilligant and Torkoal team, and I'm going to set that live for you guys right now. So with that being said, my friends, as always, I am Mr.Talent. You're the glorious Talent Squad. Have a great day, and I'll see you for Team Battle Live, my friends.